I feel like it's been 10 years since I've seen you guys, right? Like, I know that January had 283 days. It was really weird. I know that. We all felt it. We all still feel it. No, actually, that passed. But can we do like a 2-minute check-in? Everybody letting us know how you're doing and what's up for you or just something. I need to feel you, connect you.
I'll go.
Okay?
Uh, Gratefully, I'm over whatever the credit is that probably Teresa has and 5 million other people. Took me 4 weeks. Hopefully, it won't take you that long. And last week was my first week, and it was like I felt like a human being again. But then I had a month of stuff to catch up on. So it goes. And one of the things catching up on is my tarot web page, which is even closer. I met with my web guy. And I just launched into a new thing this morning. I listen to insight meditations sometimes in the morning if I just want something short to listen to. And the one I listened to this morning happened to be about mantras and yogic tradition mantras. And and it was one of those things where I was like, okay, go get your journal, start writing, start writing. And the thing I loved about I use mantras all the time, so I'm always looking for new ones. And this one was really beautiful, and it even gave explanations of some of the mantra terms that we hear in yoga classes and everywhere else. And I have a new one for day to day, and I'm very excited about it.
What is it? What is it? We can't wait.
It's Om Mani Padma Hum.
I have heard that. What is the meaning?
You're going to ask me that. I don't have my book right here in front of me. Hang on, it's very close.
Okay. Om Mani Padma Hum.
When you start looking at it, it also goes to Yogapedia, and there's like a bazillion different meanings. But the simple one for this one is Om is being in pure body, mind, and speech. Mani is an intention to achieve superior levels of compassion and enlightenment. Padme is wisdom, perseverance, focus, and perfection. And Hum is to perfect the practice of wisdom and connect with the inner self and the divine.
Oh, I love it. And it just slides, it just kind of glides off your tongue. There's
It
no,
does.
there's no hard.
And the interesting thing is that wasn't the one that was in the piece that I listened to, but I was so fascinated by it, because it went on for quite a while. I decided, okay, I'm going to find some stuff out about this. So anyway,
Cool. Thanks, Cindy. Who's next?
Go.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Vicky. You go, and then I'll go.
I was just going to say, hi, I'm Vicky Boyd. I survived January. I didn't think I would, but indeed I did. And I've really got nothing else but that. That was a task on its own. And otherwise, just living my best life. And yeah, I found a new type of instant espresso, that because I get in trouble for putting the X in there. And by in trouble, I mean by myself. I get in trouble by myself when I say espresso. And it's instant Nestle Gold. I'm addicted. And yeah, happy 2025.
Happy 2025.
Well, Vicky, I'm joining your Survivors Club. I think all of us like bought the t-shirt, the hat, and the matching bandana at this point, right?
It's great.
I think that if I were to look retrospectively over, specifically January, A lot of my internal work has been much like Teresa going into the dream time. And it seems like my images have become so much more clear and they have a pretty good story to it. So I think out of anything, if I were to look, okay, what was my aha moment for January? I'm taking that one. Just knowing the rest of it was like walking through 4 feet of sludge and just trying to get to shore.
Yeah, I think a lot of us felt that way. Yep. And
Yeah. Last time in one of our meetings, I talked about, oh yeah, Cindy and I talked about it, about contraction and expansion. And from a psychology standpoint, if it hurts, is there patience? Well, the universe answered my question. Because shit happens and then it doesn't hurt so bad because there's the expansion and the healing. So the aha moment was it's okay to have an oh shit moment and then expand and find out more brilliance and wisdom.
yeah, don't pitch a tent. Keep going.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Anne.
I'll go. My birthday is the last day of January, so every year I think I'm celebrating like made it to the end of January. So I can relate to the extra long January month. So this week my partner took two of my kids on a trip, the ones in the middle. So I'm home with the oldest and the youngest for a week, and I'm just really enjoying it. It's so much quieter. Uh, my oldest is 13, so it's like, having some time where she's kind of, just stuck with me. It's been really great, and I've just been having a good time. So it's been awesome.
I love that. That's great. Oh, well, happy birthday.
Oh, thanks.
I'll just
Tea?
say I started the month of January. My birthday is on New Year's Day.
Ah. Oh, you guys bookend 284 days. Oh, thanks for holding the energy. It helped. Tea, Sandra?
Yeah, I would say, well, Teresa, you and I were able to talk last week after coming back from Maui and now coming back to snow. Woohoo! That's a shift. That's a shift in weather-wise, so it does impact you on that. So, but I'm just trying to with this 2025 balance it all with trying to take in what's happening and not look at it day by day, but look at it by experience. So, and what experiences are teaching me there. So, and take that myself and not let someone else say, well, this is what it means. This is what it means. This is what it means. So, trying to listen to myself more this year with all the everything that's going on. I know my friend, I think it's a Pima quote, but I am the sky, everything else is just the weather.
Yeah, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, T.
Hi, it's Sandra. Um, it's been rough. It's been rough. I didn't know about the 284 days in January till now, and that makes so much sense. It just seemed like it would never end, and it still seems like it's never going to end. I've been plowing through some serious changes. Not forcefully, not intentionally, it's just happening. And it's like jackhammering, it's like bulldozing, it's like I've never experienced before. So and it's good, it's uncomfortable, and it's also good because I know that it's taking me someplace new, biologically, chemically, everything, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. I've been seeing a practitioner, a homeopathic holistic practitioner for about 5 years. And it's virtual because she was in Nova Scotia and she's moved to Montenegro. And it's through Gerson therapy. And I've just been feeling like we hit a wall. I like her, but I just feel like we've hit a wall because my body doesn't do well with taking anything. So whether I take homeopathic, holistic, supplemental stuff, pharmaceuticals definitely do not work in my body at all. And even the so-called milder natural stuff doesn't do well. I have to go slow and low. And even with therapy with her, there's things I have to take, and I don't always do so well with them. And after 5 years, I just felt like something, like I couldn't get to the core of it. So I recently just told her I needed to take a break, and she said she'll be around for me no matter what. But I just realized I needed a break from her, and I needed to kind of do this on my own and really dive deeper and really find out what is really going on with my health. And so yeah, so it's just recent that I told her that, just 2 days ago. And I'm exploring myself.
Good. It'll be interesting to see what the universe puts in front of you once you move into and through that self-exploration. Good job.
Yeah, yeah. So it's big, it's a lot. I'm not scared or anything. I'm I'm comfortable.
Good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for sharing, Sandra. All right, let's do it. Let's play.
I still have to.
Oh,
That's all right.
thank
It's
you.
loud.
Yay! Thank you, Amanda. Oh,
Uh, well, my life still feels pretty sporadic with all the groups I'm involved in, and I feel like I'm sort of less connected to this group than any other one because it, happens on a same day as my coaching program. Um, my January felt like a continuation of 2024. Um, and I didn't actually feel that sort of long, 200 and some odd days of January because I was in expansion for 2024. I finished my first creativity retreat in Mexico, and I'm coming back to the contraction, and I'm longing for the contraction after so much expansion and travel last year. And my word for this year is courage. Courage to purge, courage to do the things have been putting off, and the things I don't like to do, um, and courage to take more space in my life. To pause after all this expansion and I need that downtime, and not overschedule. In fact, courage to rest more. So I'm embarking on this 40-day challenge of daring to rest and using Yoga Nidra. And wow, what a gift that I've struggled to give to myself my whole life. Rest has been a struggle of like trying to get enough sleep. And so that's, a big goal of mine for this year. And the new year started for me with an immediate message from the universe that I need to let go as I came in on New Year's Day, came in from a trip. And by circumstance, every single beautiful piece of Italian glass that I had purchased in Venice came crashing down. Like I lost everything. I lost a painting, and my crown fell out in my tooth. Within like 3 minutes of walking into my house, and I realized, wow, okay, this is the message this year. Is I need to start letting go, and purging and. It's hard when you just, how much am I attached to the things, people, circumstances? So I know that's sort of my bigger message from the universe. And I love this. I just pulled out this poem yesterday. I saw it from Martha Postlewaite, which is, don't try to serve the whole world or do anything grandiose. Instead, create a clearing in the dense forest of your life and wait there patiently until the song that is yours alone to sing falls into your open cupped hands, and you can recognize and greet it. Only then will you know how to give yourself to the world so worthy of rescue. And so I've struggled now with trying to finish this coaching program and feeling like that is a new calling of mine, and the overwhelm of, will I get certified and will I actually graduate, and like, will I be able to juggle all of these things in the coming weeks here.
Yeah.
And the
Wow.
brewery I'm trying to sell, right? Or maybe lease, which Teresa and I we were able to share a couple weeks ago on that.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how that unfolds.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the good news is that the universe is clearing space to bring in something greater than you've been doing, right? Now it's like Anne was saying, just keep going, keep moving. Yeah, we got you, friend.
Thank you.
Mhm. Thank
Now let's
you.
play. Now let's play.
Now let's play. Okay. Heidi, you're on top. I'm gonna go in.
We'll give Teresa just a few minutes here.
All right. Let's begin. Transformation. Transition. For those who seek the evolutionary path, it is unfolding rapidly. How gracefully you transform, how gracefully you navigate this path is self-determined. What will you hold on to? And will you embrace the patience in allowing all that is held for you to unfold? As you move into 2025 and 2026 of your Earth years, you will look retrospectively at where you were today and stand in awe of all that you have received, conditional upon your moving forward on your evolutionary path as you are so placed today. In fact, the whole planet, all of its beings, animals, plants, all of the energy upon the earth is transforming. It will occur in waves. It is appropriate that you know and embrace the dance between expansion and contraction. And we, the multitude of beings, support you. And indeed, because of your elevated status through the work that you have done, you have been assigned to councils. And let us clarify. The assignment occurred prior to your birth. It is now that you are recognizing that the human is the vehicle of delivery for the mission of your council. What is for you to do as you reflect upon this new information? What wants to unfold before you? And we ask, will you allow it to provide the platform for ultimate fulfillment, soul deep confidence, and purpose and meaning to your human existence? It is us again. We, the 99, are here to answer your delightful questions. And please excuse the pause. Teresa was grilling our last guest, trying to figure out who the heck it was. She will get back to that later. And indeed, she is correct. She's now grilling us. Trillium is what she has been shown. The sacred number 3, the flower, the triangle, and this is a new to her higher level guide who has asked for an audience, of which we, of course, said yes. And now to you, our dear ones. What is on your hearts and what is on your minds? And how can we support your journey?
Thank you, Teresa, and thank you to the 99. Who would like to go first? Cindy?
I find this very interesting and curious, piquing my curiosity, that just in the last 2 days, I've received a really strong message that now is a time for me to move into a pause, self-reflection, contemplation. And it feels like it's right at a time where I have several things taking off and I'm confused.
Understandable, as one does not support the other in all ways. So what if the pause, the self-reflection, is the anchoring of the self-confidence as you move into releasing that which is yours to do next in your existence? What if it is a grounding, a planting, a solidifying that which you are expressing into the world, an unwavering being? For indeed, for the past weeks, you have been undergoing a tremendous physical transformation, which has allowed you space to bring in the higher levels of your soul. There was, in fact, a soul braiding where you had an option to step into this expression in this human lifetime, and you have said yes and are well on the path that takes you beyond that which you have created.
What do you mean by soul grading?
Soul braiding, as in one braids the hair of the young girl or self. It is each human, when they come to the planet, have a life plan, and then they have options. Many, 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 many options, some more than others. One of yours was to step into a new way of influencing in the world that not only draws upon that which you have done for your life, that which you have experienced in your life, but also a place within you which has birthed so powerfully in the last years. So it is taking things to the next level, so to speak. Does that resonate?
Yes, just another reminder of patience.
Indeed, indeed. So here is a reflection we want to offer you. It is a conversation we've had with Teresa for the last 3 or 4 days. For we know she is one of the most impatient humans on the planet, and we love her nevertheless. Patience is challenging for humans who are spiritually connected, and here is why. You see, sense, know what is coming for you. And you get so danged excited, you just can't wait. Like, let's do it now. How about now? Are we ready? Are we there yet? Patience is allowing it to unfold in the way in which it is optimal for that creation's expression. This was quite the aha moment for Teresa, for she has carried countless numbers of premonitions on what her life will be, and in fact has been challenged with staying patient. Does that resonate?
Sure.
Your soul essence is integrated with greater levels of silver and brightness and diamond. The essence of luminosity. You are not meant to hide in the shadows. You are meant to share and support evolution, my dear Cindy. And now you are doing so in a way that is different than you have done in your past. And it is time for that birth from the inner stillness of knowing who and what you are as a powerful soul being. We see it has landed. That is good. Do you have follow-up questions?
Yeah, I don't think so at this time.
We always stand ready to support you. We're excited for what is to come.
Thank you.
And thanks to you.
Thank you, Teresa, and thank you to the guides. Miss Amanda?
Well, I felt like I had to follow that up because so many of my questions are similar to Cindy's. And I understand some of the recommendations of the stillness, finding clarity, and the pausing, solidifying the inner confidence. And as I think about the prompt here, what does my heart and mind want to know? I have kind of two separate questions. But they both sort of relate to this soul talk we're talking about. And I had an opportunity yesterday in my Daring to Rest to really kind of settle into that soul space. And I was invited to listen to the soul whisper message coming forth. And I don't know if I know how to do that or what that message was. But as I think about my mind and my heart, my heart wants to know, in this new kind of romantic relationship I'm in, and some of the struggles I'm having with it, in discerning whether I should trust my deeper intuition or whether I should be patient and learning this patience message to let things sort of unfold. So that's my first question. And then I have another question about my mind. Do you want to have them one at a time or do you want them all at once?
Yes, one at a time, please. So you're asking what to do about your relationship. relationship advice from spirits. That's kind of humorous. So, what do you want? Either option is on a timeline for you that is advantageous. It does not stray you from the soul's path. So we would reflect back to you, what do you want? Would you feel the absence of this companion? Are you projecting a future that doesn't need to be created? Can you thrive where the relationship is solid and mutually beneficial? Do you want the freedom of being untethered to another? Do you wish to walk the path solo again for a while? There is no wrong choice. For both of you will make sure that whatever choice you move forward with is optimal and you take the power from your own experiences. So the question I would ask of you is, are these future projections, and thus the area of the mind, or are these in the moment, this does not work for me? And if it is in the moment, how many moments are there? We cannot tell you what to do. We can offer you points of reflection. This is the beauty and elegance of the human experience, to call into your life the things that will allow you to have the conversations within and gain clarity. Does this resonate?
Yes. Yep. My second question around what my mind wants is connected to my message of letting go. And as you know, I own a brewery that is no longer serving me. I have it on the market, and I have a potential option to lease it to somebody else, but it requires me to take all the brewery equipment out, which requires me to do a lot of heavy lifting and cash outlay to make that happen. And I'm sitting, still gathering information, but I need to make a decision, by the end of the month. And it is still unclear to me what wants to be known, where I might have blind spots, and what is the cost, the emotional cost, versus a physical cost of holding on versus letting go. And I know that the answer is around the equipment, and that comes at a physical cost. So I think any insight about this major decision I need to make, which will is hundreds of thousands of dollars. to find emotional freedom.
Mm.
Is something my mind is sort of grasping with, because there's parts of me that says yes, go forward, and other parts that hell no. And I'm still in that internal tug of war.
At what price will you pay for emotional relief and stability?
Yeah, that's the magic number, isn't it?
It truly is. It's a personal choice. Now, here is what we can see clearly for you as we look across your timelines. Number one, you do not have all of the data necessary to make a final decision. You have admitted that. Patience. Number two, what we are showing Teresa is a hand with a bird in the hand. Is that not a human saying?
Oh, I just said it yesterday, so I'm very familiar with that saying.
Aha. So then we are communicating with you and you are receiving the communication, a bird in the hand. Our offering in this instance is to stay open and to seek stability and emotional contentedness with the situation. Does it nurture or does it drain? Is the short-term outlay worth the long-term peace and serenity? Or are there alternative solutions? Stay open. Ask for your guides to continue to move you in the direction that is optimal for your existence in this time. And trust yourself. When you have the data, use your heart to make the decision. You are well equipped at making money. It is the finding peace and contentment that you are constructing for yourself. Does this resonate?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Your guides asked us all to think about what is it for us to do, right?
Indeed, and choose accordingly. What feels aligned for you in the highest expression of your human existence? Making money is not the highest expression of your human existence. As Teresa has shared, and we have counseled her, money is an outcome, not an objective. Money flows when you are meeting your objectives. What are your objectives? And we offer specifically to this group that you look at your values and look at them again. Where do you place your value? What do you want most in your life? Does this help in the decision-making process?
Mhm.
Beautiful. And we thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. Thank you to the guides as well. Trish?
Hello. Um, so I am here to be a guide for others, like here on Earth. I mean, it's something I've felt, and that's something that's been confirmed by spirit guides. Anyway, I'm I'm trying to figure out which way to go with this, and I have a few different paths as far as um, not target audience, but I guess groups of people that I want to support, and I have a few different
Mm.
sort of demographics I'm considering, and I'm not. I guess I'm not clear. I'd like some help trying to figure out which one is really most aligned for me, or which one. How do I figure out which group? Where should I start? Which one should I start with?
The one who shows up. The one who responds to your vibratory nature. The one who says yes. We understand in your marketing world that it is ideal to identify the avatar. And when structuring your businesses, that drives how you communicate. What if you could radiate the intent of your heart into the world and allow those that seek you to find you? So that would mean that your job is to make yourself known, to share your heart, to be found. And what if you identify your avatar and someone different shows up? Does this resonate?
Yes. Thank you.
Can you feel this in your heart? Can you feel this in your soul? Our dearest Trish, you have so much wisdom and love to give to so very many in a multitude of environments. Your people are waiting for you. And when you are ready, and when they are ready, you will find each other. We are so honored that you have taken what has been laid in front of you and said yes, and had the courage to move forward. And know that we love you and will support you in this evolution.
Thank you.
And we thank you.
That's pretty exciting, Trish. Miss Anne?
Good morning. Boy, all of this has really been, it's like you're talking to me too. So I appreciate that all of our questions have been so amazing and some of them so super organized. I am not super organized in my head, as you know. So things are swimming around. So I have a small, I don't know, comment question. Because I have been working in the background, hiding in the background, dealing with my own personal issues with my guides and with my support systems. And now I feel safe and grounded. I grow to have peace and contentment every day. So I have a calm brain and a calm body to be able to create. So I know my purpose is in helping people. That's what I've done all my life in psychology. And I've helped people to find, my favorite was to find people, help them find grounding in their purpose and how to maneuver through all these stupid human problems that come up and stay on top of it to find their true meaning. So I feel like, okay, I've got my foundation, my personal foundation. I have pulled in my professional skills that I've had and acquired over the years. And I loved Amanda's stillness, finding clarity, solidifying inner confidence. And so now I'm like, okay, I kind of know, I know the direction I want to go to. I know what I want to say. So now like Trish, I need some help in the how about making myself known, about being more open to others about what I'm doing, about even marketing this in some way in order to move forward. And I've had this message for a year, but I had so many other little things to take care of, to grow with and manage and find meaning with, that now I'm finally in that place where, okay, this is it. As Heidi said, my car ignition is on and I'm driving. So that, if there's a question in there or some guidance, I'd sure appreciate it.
We appreciate your being so connected to that which wants to be birthed through you. And indeed, we would echo what we shared with our dear Trish, and that start having the conversations. For you, it is a little bit different. It is more about having the conversations with those with whom you are connected that you know are seeking and yearning. It is going into the places where you already are. It is opening the doors to those who knock on it. It is the same message as Trish. It occurs differently for each of you. And this is the counsel for all. How do you let the world know what you are about? How do you let the world know what you are about? Where does your heart pull you? Is it in the intimate one-to-one conversations? Is it through online media such as a podcast or videos? There is no wrong answer. There's only the answer that doesn't align with you. For you see, when you bring yourself out into the world and become visible, you create a beacon that calls to you those who are yours to support. And their energy sees your energy beacon and says, there she is. Let's go. And they cannot find you if you do not leave breadcrumbs. So, is it in the intimate conversations? Is it during coffee? Is it at class? Is it with your intimate community? Or your friend who is less intimate community? Is it through groups? Every human on the planet is experiencing a spiritual attunement. What we mean by this is their intuition is becoming more and more activated. It has always been activated, it has mostly been ignored. And the reason for this is so that you can, as a human species, come together in your smaller groups to support each other in your evolution. Each of you, in your way, contributes to this. And for those who are on the coaching, mentoring, supporting, teaching path, be visible. Help them find you. And pull the trigger. Just go. If you need a bright, splashy website, you will find that out later. If you need a huge platform or a circle or meditation practice, it will evolve. Yours is to take a step in the direction and plant your beacon. And know that your beacon will continuously evolve with you. The beacon is not static. You do not plant it and it doesn't change. It changes. Does this resonate for you?
Oh, yes, absolutely. It's more than uh support or cheering. It's moving me in the right direction to pull the trigger to this afternoon I have a meeting at 1:30 with an international Enneagram people. And so I'm going to talk to them more about this too.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all want to come to Minneapolis, there's a conference in July. It's a week long. So I'm going to talk to her about that and start there. And there's many, like, many groups that I can talk to. I just have to pour my energy in there. And that's, I think, what I've been lacking.
And we counsel to keep it simple. Do not introduce complexity.
Yeah.
The simpler the message, the easier it is received.
Mm-hmm.
What at the essence are you doing? Are you providing? Are you being? Well done.
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
Keep us posted, Anne. I'm curious. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you to the guides. That was wonderful, so insightful. And I'll reiterate everything that you said at the beginning. I always find that Teresa's channeling has so many intersections, even though she's focused on one of us at the moment, how much it impacts the collective. And I think that's something that makes this alchemy group so incredibly special, is how intertwined our energies are together.
Great.
Mm-hmm. Teresa, take a breath there and reconnect. Who would like to go next? Sandra?
Oh,
Okay. T, Sandra, you go first, and then T, you'll go next.
I'd rather T go first because I enjoy hearing everybody speak. So if it's okay, T can go.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Thanks, Sandra. And thank you. My question feels like the guidance of, do I have to let something go in order to receive?
That is such a nuanced question. No, you do not. That is not necessary for every situation. You can have your cake and eat it too. We like that. That was funny. Do you have any follow-up questions? Do you wish for elucidation? I don't even know what that word is.
Yeah, what is that word?
What? What the heck is that? Okay, never mind. Moving on. I'll Google it later. Somebody remind me. T. You have constructed this human existence to have it all. And there are many in your family of origin who are telling you you are not allowed to have it all. For they are facing their own challenges and limitations. You can have it all. In fact, that is what this life is constructed for you. For you to receive everything your heart desires. This sounds magnificent, and yet it is one of the hardest human challenges the planet faces. Can you receive it all and stay grounded and centered in love? Can you receive it all in defiance of all others' opinions to the contrary? Can you receive it all and revel in the joy and love that it brings into your life? Quite a ping pong match. We offer the opportunity to say to oneself, I deserve this. I choose this. I receive this. I honor this. I embrace this. For indeed, it is waiting for you. You are the one who opens the door. Will you receive it? Is truly the question that is most essential. Does this resonate?
Will I receive it? The question still is, am I in a place that I can receive it, or I may receive it, or I want to receive it?
It is the human choice. Do you want to receive it? You can. You have energetically all the structures in place to allow it. And then if you get that cake home and you decide, not today, you can change your mind later down the path. Receive all the goodness that the universe is placing in front of you. And know that if it does not work, it will not sustain. And you can create a graceful opportunity to change direction.
Mm.
And as always, we counsel, go into self. Does what you are being offered feel aligned for you? And will you receive it? Will you choose it if it does? Does this resonate? Does it help?
Yes. Yes. Switching the question from is it mine to is it for me?
Yes.
Mhm,
And then, do I want it? Is
mhm,
this for me? And do I want it?
mhm.
That is the negotiation you then enter into with the universe and your guides.
Mm.
I would like this in a different flavor.
Thank you.
You are most welcome.
That was great. I love the analogy about the cake. Sandra?
I'm so glad that I had T go ahead of me because I come into these channeling sessions without any questions. And as I listen to everybody, then I realize, oh, that would have been a question I would have had. And so all the questions that I didn't know I had have been answered. So I have no questions at this point.
We honor your choice. And we celebrate your slice of cake.
Yes. Thank you very much. I am open to receive.
Hmm.
Wonderful. Thank you. Vicky?
Hi.
Greetings.
I would just like to ask, really for the collective, here in the United States, we have a lot going on. And I was wondering if you could give some suggestions on ways to better use our discernment.
This is a huge topic at the moment because it is forefront of the minds of every human on the planet, not simply the United States, as it is called. Although the United States is certainly the catalyst for all of the concerns. So, here's an excellent display of human free will. The humans chose, and now they are receiving that which they chose. And it is for the hold tight. It is I, Eli, and we wish to address this question, and we thank you for your patience. Human free will has dictated that which is unfolding. And it is a choice that will take the planet in a direction. How can you, at the individual level, navigate this with grace and ease? First and foremost, hold your beacon and be that light. Focus on the places within you that reflect the values you wish to see in the world. Hold on to your grounding, your anchor, both to the planet and to the soul. Know what is immutable for you. Secondary, when you are receiving the energies that are counter to that which you value and you hold dear, go back to what you hold dear and allow what comes into your awareness to drift by. There are those who are here to be overt in their displeasure, contribution of change at the systemic level, vocal in their views of what they wish to choose. All of the humans must choose, how do I wish to contribute? Knowing that your vibration is the most influential. Secondary, in the rebuilding of the systems, humans are at choice. Do we move in with new thoughts and collaboratively create a system in any area you can think of in a more cooperative and co-creative way? That, unfortunately, is not necessarily what humans choose. They, what is the saying, like to blow shit up. And indeed, that is what is occurring now. When a void is created, new things can emerge. Does it mean there is no pain or discomfort? No. Does it mean you will learn more about your friends and family than you ever wanted to know? You will. And you will solidify what is the vibration you wish to see in the world and hold that anchor. This is not an opportunity that will be resolved quickly, but trust in the process. As chaotic as it appears, it will be resolved. And in fact, each and every day, decisions are made, things are done, and people are vibrating in a specific way that influences how it's unfolding. So, for us to project 6 months out would be irresponsible, for too much human free will is involved. We have our thoughts, we have looked at the timelines, but as you stand in the space of your ultimate timeline, even you as a human see multitude of choice points at every moment of every day. Similarly, at the collective level, there's a multitude of choice points that affect which timeline. You may jump from here to here, and then over there, and then back here, and then over there, and back here. So, are they all playing out because there is no time and space? They are. Which one do you choose? What is your lens on what will unfold in your life? Unless you are in a place or have put yourself in a place to be instrumental in the resolution of the big picture that you're seeing unfolding, focus on your vibration and what you can contribute. Does this resonate?
It does. Thank you.
It is our pleasure. And we thank you.
Wow, that was great. Thank you, Teresa, and thank you to the guides. I think that, Vicky, really appreciate you asking a global question like that. I'm going to bring up the tail end here. So I'm going to read from my notes just to make sure I don't miss something when I describe this. So, Teresa, to the guides, my question is this. Over the last, I would say maybe 4, 5, 6 months when I'm doing my meditation, a vision comes and presents itself, and it's as if I'm out in the galactic universe. I'm not afraid at all. I'm very happy. I look down and I see the planet Earth that I just passionately love so very much. And ahead of me is this void space that's like a rectangle shape. I thought it was a door, but when I inspect it, there's no door handle and there's no windows. And what's interesting is around this rectangular void is this brilliant bright white that has some violet hues to it. And over this timeline, it's like I'm getting closer or it's getting closer to me. And I just can't, I've asked my guides, I can't figure out what is this vision and what does that dark void represent?
There are two things occurring simultaneously for you. The dark point is the dark rectangle is in fact a hub, or what you would call a spaceship that is the representation of where all councils meet and a portal nexus for those who use portals to travel. It is slowly rotating, but that is only on the outside. And the glow that you see, because you have the ability to see with physical eyes, is the energetic resonance. When there are more beings, it grows stronger. When those beings are away, it diminishes, but it never goes away completely. You are also experiencing the void point, the point of all creation. Teresa's mind is busy asking all the questions. Please hold. This point of creation, the void, is infinite possibilities. And you are writing mathematical, okay, this is what they're showing me. Mathematical formulas that you're writing Mathematical formulas you're writing to translate creation at the new vibratory place that we're creating on the planet. So you are part of a team of individuals who have agreed to bring in the new vibratory resonance for planet, species of all types and varieties, including plants and animals, and in fact, the very air you breathe. So, as the Earth and you humans are shifting and evolving and changing through this evolutionary path, there continues to be a need for upgraded resonance, upgraded vibratory codes to be on the planet so that you can continue to call into the highest levels of the void point. Your love for the planet and all of its creatures is of great influence in bringing in these new vibratory patterns. And in fact, you are like a child with a new toy and often want to get ahead of what can be received on the planet. It is one of your opportunities as a human, but it is one of your favorites. Does this resonate?
Very, very much so. And thank you for the clarity on that. Every aspect certainly aligns with what I'm feeling, what I'm sensing and seeing.
Do you have follow-up questions or require additional information?
No, I am complete. Thank you.
And we thank you. Uh,
Wow, T, spectacular. We'll let you catch your breath there. Hmm.
And
All right.
your voice held out for the whole thing.
For the whole thing. Isn't that awesome? Wow. I'm gonna
Well,
have to listen to
Teresa,
this.
I don't know if you probably haven't seen the chat, but before you channeled for me, Anne puts in the chat, so perfect messages today. Thanks for the support, direction, and invigorating energy to move. My message came in, open the damn door. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, wait till I like ask my freaking question. So just I'm so excited I can barely even get words out.
Isn't it amazing? It is so incredible. I just love this. It's so much fun. All right. Next week we start success, and it is not what you think it is. It is, right? Amanda's like, mm-hmm. And I cannot wait. It is going to be magical and anchor a lot of the things that came in through the channel today, I think. I think it'll give us that opportunity. One request, Michelle's husband Peter lost his father last night, so please send her love. And Michelle, when you watch, we're wrapping you in big hugs and walking with you through this process of grief. And I'm so sorry. It's the hardest part of being human. All right. Is there anything else anyone wanted to share before we close? Yeah.
Okay. I just want to throw something out because it's really been in my mind. There's no answers, just something to think about. And if you have thoughts, share them. And that is the notion of this higher self we keep referring to, and what that means and what that looks like. And it came through as one definition in the meditation stuff I was doing this morning. And what came through was it's the essential core of a person that's unchanging, which sounds kind of big. So just a question to throw out for thought. And just an invitation that I'm getting back into my tarot stuff now. And if anybody would like an individual reading as part of my practice, please email me and we'll set something up. Okay, thanks.
And as someone who has received a reading from Cindy, do it. Do it. It's so good.
Cindy,
Yeah.
will you put your email address in the chat?
I can do that.
Thank
Yay.
you.
Okay,
I
so
knew
before
we were going to have a tarot party after all.
Yes. We'll have to figure out, one of my favorite games is to take oracle cards or tarot and sit in a circle with friends and you pass them around. And everybody picks one card and you determine how many cards you want. You know, some take 3, some take 5, some take 1. And then you read for each other. It's super fun. Yeah. It's my version of card games. Okay, Cindy, my interpretation of higher self, and I've thought about this so much because I think it's a term that's been thrown around a lot without clarification. When I think of higher self, I think of the intermediary vehicle between human and soul. Because not everybody can go direct to soul. They don't have the belief systems to support that. We can, but not everyone has those beliefs. We've outsourced our
Would you
spiritual.
repeat that, please?
Sure. The intermediary vehicle between human and soul. It's a human construct. Like our soul doesn't have a higher self. Right? I'm so interested to hear what everybody thinks. But I'm gonna go take a nap now. I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you for today.
Thank
Not-
you.
Okay. I'm gonna stop all the things.